We can the ball, we can the ball, we can the ball on them. We going hard, we coming strong, ain't giving no warnings. I'm playing this pressure, ain't giving up. You gotta keep fighting till the clock is up. Cause we are the wizards and we do not panic. We very outstanding, the fans gon' be cheering. We can the ball, like no other needs to play. So you know we ready for whatever. And greatness always wins, so we gon' fight until the end. We the district, we never scared, so let the games begin. Cause we can the ball, we can the ball, we can the ball.
What's good, Wiz fans? What a game last night. I wanted to do last night because I was too excited about this, but let's do it now before they play Indians today, 5 o'clock. Whew. Wizards win in 3 overtimes, 147 to 144. Wow. That was a hell of a game. So let's get to from the beginning to the end. First quarter, we had a fast start. We started 18-12 before the timeout, and then around like the 4 or 5 minute mark, Kilbury came in, stand ovation for him. So well deserved. And they came back when Kilbury came in. They came back at the timeout. They made a game, but that first quarter, Brad Beal controlled the game. He had 6 assists in the first quarter. He was pretty much doing everything, which I'm going to get to his final stats later on. And second quarter, it was back and forth. Booker and Beal were going at it. And speaking of Kelly Oubre, you see that, welcome to the family, Ron Baker, saw that swat he did on Oubre. I'm like, okay. So, that second quarter, it was back and forth and all that. But the first half, kind of like I expected though. It was a high-scoring game. It was tied at 55 going to breaks. I think Brad had 12 points, 7 assists in the first half, while Booker had 11 and 7 assists. So both them guards were pretty much doing everything to help the team win in the first half. And Ayton, the number 1 pick, double-double in the first half, 14 and 11 rebounds. So we go against a guy like Ayton, yeah, you got to trap early and box out against a guy like Ayton, because he is a flat-out monster. Because he reminds me of, he's like a Dave Robinson and Dwight Howard type player. But Keith, he had 8 points in the first half. He had 3 assists, so you gotta give him credit in the first half. He fouled out later in the game. But as a team, we played good defense. We held, especially on the outside, we held Suns to 4% shooting from the field, while we shot 50% from the field. But here's my problem was, my negative one in the first half was the rebounds. You know how they're getting every offensive rebound they had 13 offensive rebounds in the first half. They had 28 as a team to our 21, because Ayton had 11 of those 20 rebounds in the first half. In the second half, we were down 5 when Booker dunked on Bradley Beal when Brad tried to block it. But once again, Bradley Beal took over the game with his scoring and passing again. But during that third quarter, interesting, we held the Suns to 1 offensive rebound in that third quarter. Because they had 13 in the first half. In that fourth quarter, that one sequence where Crawford made a tough shot, and then I think it was Josh Jackson or whoever it was, or Warren, when you throw the ball and fall out with a dunk, put it forward, and I'm like, oh boy, we might lose this game. And then 1 point, KO scored 5 points in a row. I'm like, uh-oh. It's what we did against Boston. We made that dagger 3 in Boston the other night. But late in the game, Brad Beal was not giving up. Like, he is a winner. He did not want to give up and quit. And we had a 7-0 run. At one point, it was 104.97, like over 2 minutes left. And I remember my fans saying, "Oh God, it's over." And then Jeff Green made a big three. Panda made a big three. And then I think Booker and then cut to one point. And then once Oubre laid it up to put up team one. But to be honest, that should not count. That was a carry. If you look at the replay, that was a carry. And then we thought it was over when Oubre forced a turnover on Bradley Beal. And I'm like, this can't be happening. Like, this can't be happening. I cannot let see Oubre win his first visit as an opponent. You know what I'm saying? But it was our ball, and then Sato, he had a good look at a three, and he missed it. And Aiden, he made 1 out of 2 free throws. I don't know what his free percentage is. I think it's like 70% free throw shooter, I think. And Jeff Green tied it in free throw line, and then Booker went for the win, and we got overtime. And then once again, it was Beal. And at one point, Beal had 3, and then Kale answered right back. I'm like, man. And like it was a fun matchup. Seeing Beal on Oubre on Beal. But Thomas Bryant, he was a flat out monster. And like he was a man possessed right there. But Aiden, he was a monster in this first time as well. And then during the late overtime, Booker made 1 or 2 free throws, and then Beal went for the win, tried to go for the win, and we had double overtime. And then Thomas Bryant again, that second overtime, he continues to shine. Booker is like too much than Booker. And then late, I think middle overtime late, and they Aiden fouled out, so that was big. And then Thomas Bryant again. Saw that putback to tie it up at 132, something like that. And then we went to triple overtime. And I'm like, this game got me got anxiety on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whew. And then, but at triple overtime, Thomas Bryant, my goodness, that dunk, oh my God. And then, but Brad Beal, he was the player of the game in that third overtime. I think he scored like 10, 11 points in third overtime. But and that was it. Game's over. I'm like, woo, fun game. Fun game. And I read that was their first three overtime game since 2014 against Toronto. And then 2014 February against Toronto. So if I remember that game, y'all can look back and see what happened. But here's the final stats. Bradley Beal, triple-double, 40 points, 11 rebounds, 15 assists in 53 minutes. I'm like, he willed his team to victory. But my problem is, you had 8 turnovers, bruh. Like, even though you were the point guard, I know John, he was out, he was ill. You know, he did draft. I thought he wasn't going to show to the arena. But matter of fact is, you balled out. You willed your team to victory. But it took 12-3. You were 4-12 from the 3-point line, but that's okay. Let's talk about Thomas Bryant. Player of the game, 31 points, 13 rebounds, 14 of 14 from the field, 100% in 35 minutes. Guys, they need to play him more. I know keep him playing 5 positions alive, but give this man more minutes. He need to be that many minutes a game. 35, run that man 35, 34, 30 minutes a game. Not no 18 to 20, 25 and all that. Just give this man some minutes. And Jeff Green, he did good too. He had 20 points, 8 boards. He made all 10 free throws. Cause look at his stat. I think he's one of the top 10, top 15 free throw league, around like 9% for the free throw line. And Keith, you know, he had 20 points as well. You fouled out. He had some nice moments and all, but give Brian some more minutes, please. And on to the Phoenix side, Booker, he balled as well. He had 30 points, 14 assists, Here's one. We held them to 2 of 12 from the 3-point line. That's good because, Booker, he can heat up at any given time he wants. And Aiden, number one pick, he fouled out, 26 points, 17 rebounds, 9 of them are offensive rebounds, 11-18 shooting. And TJ Warren, the man who killed it last year, remember he had 40 points on us last year? He had 28 and 8 rebounds. And the returner Oubre, 20 points for you. He had like 13, 12 points against Boston the other night. But sorry to ruin your revenge tour. We'll see you March 27th, Phoenix. But keep doing your thing, bro. Ball out in Phoenix for me. Now, that's a team. We held Suns to 47%. We shot 50. And the threes, we made 13, while the Suns made 11. And the assists, 40 assists for the Wiz. I think that's a season high for the Wiz, 40 assists. And it's the Suns 30. And free throws, we're making them lately. Remember how earlier we were missing free throws? Last night, we were 24 from the free throw line. That's 8%. While the Suns missed 8 free throws, they were 25 of 33 from the free throw line. That's 75%. Here it is. Look at this. +3 on the rebounds. It was 53 to 53, favoring the Wiz. And we had 17 offensive rebounds, while the Suns had 19. Remember, they had 13 in the first half. And they were +7 in the rebounds in the first half. So, huge turnaround on rebounds. And turnovers, we had 22 turnovers. And the Suns had 14. But here's the good thing. The turnovers Suns created, we had 30 points off them turnovers. So, luckily, every time they turn the ball over, we were into points. But the Suns didn't. I think they had 21 points off the turnovers. But here's this. Suns had 25 points. The Wizards, 6. So they can get out and run as well as we do. And last stat, points in the paint. These are season high points in the paint. 84 points in the paint for the Wiz. While the Suns had 72. Whew. I am so hyped about this game. That was the game of the season. It was better than the Houston game earlier in the month. But to be honest, Wiz fans, I missed out. I almost thought about going to this game. But since Suns had a bad record and all that, they were like 8-something coming in. But I was like, dang, we missed out on a good one. But I'll be back in the vote the next Saturday, the 29th against Charlotte. But let's take a quick break. We're going to talk about my headlines after the break, so stay tuned.
In the overtime, Wizards by 2. 10 on the shot clock for Arenas. Gilbert fires. Too strong. I got it off the glass! He got it off the glass!
Welcome back, Wiz Nation. It's that time again for my headlines. Headline number 1, Chris Paul hurt again. He hurt his hamstrings. You can say hamstring he hurt in the conference final last year, Game 5, and missed last 2 games, cost him lose the series. Let's see how they're going to fare out without Chris Paul for the next 2 weeks. They did win last night. They beat the Spurs last night. Harden had like 37, 39 points on them last night. So we'll see how they fare this season without them. They did survive without them last year. Remember, Chris Paul missed the majority of games last year and during the beginning of the season, and they still won a lot of games. And it's still the best record in the NBA last season. Headline number 2, what is wrong with Boston? They lost 3 games in a row. They lost to Phoenix. They lost to Milwaukee Friday. And I can't remember who the other one they lost to on Monday or something like that. So what's missing for Boston? They need Al Horford back. Because without Horford, there's no ball movement or nothing. It's a lot of one-on-one, all that. And talking about Kyrie Irving had a players only meeting and report asked him, that's none of your business, all that. So let Boston be Boston. Because weren't Boston on like a 7-8 game win streak at one point before the losing streak? I think they were. And headline number 3, let's talk about Davis and LeBron possibly teaming up together in the future. Do I think it's gonna happen? We'll see. Cause in 2020, Davis is a free agent, and it's not this summer. I think the following summer in 2020 he'll be a free agent. So we'll see what happens if AD and LeBron are gonna team up. LeBron James, he wants superstars to get what he get what he wants. It's nowadays superstars they're trying to get a ring like Kevin Durant going to Golden State, LeBron going to Miami. So we're seeing two superstars trying to team up. And why didn't LeBron get fined for tampering to the media? Saying I want this, I want that. Did man trying to get fined for tampering to get Paul George in the summertime? So they need to do something about that. About players saying, I want to play this guy. I want to play this guy to national media. So we'll see. In about a couple hours, we're playing Indiana. We'll see how they fare. Because I know Beal and them, they are tired. But if Wall plays, then he'll be starting off fresh. So that'll be a huge plus. But if he doesn't play, then it's gonna be a tough one. But we'll see what happens. Thank y'all for watching. Want to follow me at Cam Mingo on Twitter for all the Wiz insights. Thank you. Enjoy the Pacers game. Show coming up after the game. DC family, we are out.